Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. The one and only Jermaine Please is here. Today we're going to be talking about the best web hosting service, and of course that is Bluehost. Bluehost is the best web hosting service in 2018 to create a WordPress website with right now. I haven't had any issues with them, not any major issues. So far I had created over 80 domain names. Not all of them I kept, but I've created them. They're here. The space is here for you to create them. Email accounts, all the entire thing. It's been a phenomenal experience with Bluehost. So let's go ahead and log in. Well, first I'm going to show you some packages that you can choose. You have the $3.95 package. You get a lot lesser with the basic plan, but the plus plan, that's the one I signed up with in the beginning of 2007. The prime plan is what they recommend, but this is the plan that I started out with. So what you receive with this plus plan is $5.95 per month. And of course, if you want to just try it out and wet your beak a little bit, go with the basic. But plus is where you want to be. If you really want to start, go with plus. Okay. So what does the best web hosting service plan has? You get an unlimited amount of domain names. Okay, just like I told you before, I've registered over 80 domain names. Okay, get unmetered web space. That means whatever content or videos, images, context, text, whatever that you create and place on your website, you have a vast amount of space. So you won't have to worry about you have to worry about performance wise. You don't have to worry about your website shutting down. Okay, customers or people comes and visit your website, and when all that content downloads on their site, it's not being monitored so much. So between these, the bandwidth and website space, you are set. It's unmetered. It is something that you won't have to worry about. Okay. Let's see, the performance is standard. Just like I told you before, I haven't had any issues. One domain is included. So you have a primary domain name that will come with the package plan that you choose. Okay, that is across the board for basic up to prime. Okay, so that domain name is for free. You have park domains. You can park as many domain names as you want. The ones that you register through Bluehost.com, you can park them if you're not using them. Subdomains, you have an unlimited amount of subdomains you can create. That is that's the domain. Say for instance, if you want to create a directory for your domain name and upload WordPress to it, you can create an unlimited amount of subdomain names. Okay, and for email accounts, I've created several email accounts for my websites. It is personalized. Gmail, Yahoo.com, MSN, those are free. Okay, free accounts. What do I mean about that? Free accounts, you have a limited, there's a minute amount of things you can do. And you can tweak the settings. With a paid web hosting service for email accounts, you can do whatever you need and whatever you want. Say for instance, you want to create an autoresponder. You have less issues. You have little to no issues, absolutely no issues when it comes to creating an autoresponder with your email accounts. Your email accounts look better, looks professional, it's personalized. For instance, I have contact at webhostingthrone.com. Webhostingthrone.com is my website, and I create contact at webhostingthrone.com. So usually you will see something like like for instance, if I had created a free email account, it'll be webhostingthrone at gmail.com. Well, no, it's not Gmail. It is actually my website, webhostingthrone at gmail.com. Okay, so that is awesome. You have an unlimited amount of those you can create. Email storage, unlimited, so you can store as many, you can get as many emails back and forth. If you have a business, a huge business that you're dealing with, you can set it at an unlimited amount of storage, so you can get as many emails or send as many emails as you need to to manage your business. You have great marketing offers. Let's see here. So you have several things. So say for instance, we go ahead and select plus. We go ahead and get plus, and then you create your domain name. Let's say for instance let's say it's Daniel Cap. It's just a example. We're just gonna go ahead and go forth with it. And press next. Okay. And then what you do, so the domain name it doesn't exist, so I'm in good hands. I can go ahead and register Daniel Cap. So what I would do is I would fill out all these details right here: first name, last name, business name, all of these things right here, and then I would choose the rest of my plan. So see, these are additional things that you can use for your plan. So the total will be $357.60. So let's chop this down a little bit. Okay, so maybe you don't want to pay up, 3 years, 36 months, that's 3 years. So at $5.95. So it wouldn't be this much if you chose a plan for 12 months or 24 months. Let's say 12 months right now. You see how it chops down? It chops down to $167 you pay today. Okay, I think that's a little less than 64 cents a day for web hosting. That is not bad at all. That is really awesome. Okay, so what you receive? Okay, so your hosting price is $95.40. Setup fee is free. The primary domain registration is free. That's that one domain that you receive, that primary domain name. Okay, your domain privacy protection, 99 cents per month. So you can read more information about that. If you want it, you can keep it. If you don't want it, so okay, so say by deselecting domain privacy, you're making your contact information available to the public online. So say for instance, if someone wants to know who owns this website that you create, this is what that is for. Okay, domain privacy protection. If you don't want anybody to know it's you who owns the website, it'll replace all the information with bluehost.com information. And if you want that, you can press it. That's 99 cents per month. Your price will be at $167.04. But if you don't want it, just uncheck it, and it'll be $155.16. So say for instance, hey, I want it. It's not bad. It's with an extra $12 or so per month. Add it to your bill. And this is the actual yearly bill. This is how much you pay per year. Okay, not every month. This is per year. This is $167 you pay up in advance for 1 year. Okay. Then see search engine jump start. Okay, this is just something that you can have. This is an addition. You can check it or uncheck it. Search engine. You can learn more about the search engine, how that works. SEO. Press here for more information. And let me see here. Site lock security fine. Let's see, if you want it, you can keep it. If you don't, just uncheck it. And press for more information here. Where it says, what is site lock? Does site lock demonstrates to your consumer that you are a trustworthy business by verifying your credentials such as email, phone, or address. And these are all the things that you can read through here. I do recommend it, but if you don't want it, all protection is good protection for your website. If you don't want it and you say, well, I may come back for it later, just check it or uncheck it. And as you see, as I unchecked it, your balance went down. Okay, it depends on your pockets and your goals of what you want to achieve. Code Guard Basic, you can look at here and see what this is about. Okay, say a time machine for your website. Code Guard works behind the scenes, taking daily backup and saving each as a separate version, making it easy to turn back the clock should disaster strike. Now that says a lot. Okay, so you want to have backup additions to your website in case anything go wrong. Just anything may go wrong. It's just like roadside assistance. You never know when your tire goes flat and you need somebody to come and change it for you. So you will have a membership for that, right? So this may be good for you. You want to keep it, go ahead and keep it. If you don't, keep it unchecked. But if you check it, then it's $183.15 per year. Okay. So if you uncheck all of this, if you uncheck everything, you say I just want a blog, I just want a website. I'm not personally doing any transactions. I have an affiliate program that I'm going to be supporting, and I'm not going to be going through all this stuff. I'm just going to increase trustworthy by videos and letting people know who I am. Then uncheck everything, and then, you know, if you don't want domain privacy, if you don't really care about anybody seeing who you are, just uncheck it. But and then your price right here would be $95.40, and that's how much you pay every year. Okay. So let's see here, and then we go in, if we check whatever we want to check, and then we scroll down here, and you put in your credit card number, your expiration date, and everything. Make sure it's a real credit card by Visa, MasterCard, or Discover, American Express. Make sure that you have one of those emblems right here on your card, your credit card, to go ahead and finish out the purchase. After that, read all the information that below here, and it says I have read and agreed to Bluehost's terms. You can read those, but if you don't check it, you can't press submit. So check after if you choose to read it and read everything, go ahead and press submit. I'm pretty sure you would know that you know, you follow the rules. You know, don't do anything bad, and just read if you feel uncomfortable and about the cancellation policy, privacy policy, terms of service. Press check and press submit. Okay, so I'm going to take you on the inside. I'm taking you on the inside of my web hosting account. Okay, so let's check out my web hosting service account. I'm going to go to Bluehost here, bluehost.com. I'm going to take you on the inside of my web hosting service. So I'm going to log in. Okay. Give me just a second. I'm going to show you why this is the best web hosting service out there right now. That, I mean, it has grown over the years. It's been the best thus so far that I've seen and that I've used, and the other ones that I've used, they're okay, but nothing beats Bluehost so far right now. I just don't see it. Now let me see here. You have email accounts. These are my email accounts. This is what you call the C panel, or the control panel of the hosting service. This is what they choose to present your services, whatever services that you want to present, or I mean whatever services that they have for you to use. Okay, so for instance, you have you can install WordPress on the fly, one-click button. You can install. You have one-click installs. You can. Let's check these out. Let's check these out really quick. I'm going to show you the several scripts beyond WordPress, but WordPress is on the front board because it has been downloaded over 70 million times, 75 million times now. So it's just no surprise why they support WordPress so much, because it's just huge, it's popular, it has a huge community behind it. So these are the other free installs you can install on your website. Okay, I'm showing you behind scenes of Bluehost right here. These are all the things that you can install. Okay, if you want a community, you can just check them out, look at them, just take a look at them. Vicar CRM, let me see. So you can read and see what it's about, just to get an idea of what it is, of things, you know. So it says, it gives you the official site to the actual developer and all this. You can just choose one. It may fit you like for a forum, if you want to create a social media website, all those things, you know, that you normally would see. A lot of these things that if you want a picture website, all types of round cube here. That's the email. That is an email service for Bluehost. So you have several. You have several to choose from. Okay, you got PeeWeeGo. So let's go ahead and go back to the front end. So that is all the scripts you can, download onto your website. If you don't want WordPress, you have several choices. WordPress is just very popular among celebrities. Snoop Dogg, Beyonce, huge brands such as Variety, Sony Music, CNN uses WordPress. Okay, so let's look at other trinkets we have here. You have email manager. Let me see. Forwarders. You have so much. Let's see. Domain manager. You can register domain names. So here's the where you can register an unlimited amount of domain names. Let me see. You can upload files if you have a knowledge base of HTML, PHP, .css, JavaScript. You can upload files, but you remember you must have an .index file, index.html file must go in first. That is the root of your website. It's the home page of your website. So remember, when you're creating websites by hand and uploading them, rather than using the easy WordPress install button, if you want to create everything naturally by just creating files on your desktop and uploading them to the server, then this is where you will go. This is your file manager. So you go to your home directory. Let's see. I have several domain names, like I told you before. I have several of them. What you do is you click here, go to home directory. Okay, and then you press submit file, press submit, and then you go through here. Okay, this is your files. You go to through all of your files, and you just you go to public right here. This is how you upload a file. Okay, go to public, go to let me see. A lot of these I do not own any longer because I find that I don't need too many domain names unless I am using a redirect to another URL. Let's see here. Like for instance, if I want to use Jermaine Please, and I wanted to upload a file, all I have to do is press new file and create an index.html file, and then create several other files that's supporting it, and then create a website. Let me see if I have an index file. I probably just go ahead and give you guys an idea of what I mean. Okay, say for instance, okay, I don't have an index.html file. Say if I wanted to create an HTML file, all I have to do is go to new file. All right, index.html. That stands for hypertext markup language. This is a markup language that is the structure of, websites. That is the structure of that makes up the internet. HTML is the cream of the crop of the internet. Without HTML, there would be no internet, because pretty much everything is, I say about 85 to 90% of the internet is made up of HTML. So okay, just press create new file. Okay, after I create the new file, I can just simply go down to index.html and edit. Press edit. I can just simply create a file. Just let's say HTML. I'm just giving you a rundown exactly how to create an HTML file in code, just using HTML. Let me see. This is just a quick and easy file. Just you know how simple this is. You can create a head file. And I'm not a super duper guy who I'm kind of chippy on my coding. I haven't coded in a while because of WordPress spoiling me. So, you know, and I could create a body. Let's see here. CBODY. That's the body. See how much it takes just to create a website without WordPress. This is, if you're not too lazy like I am, style equals blue. So the style key is for telling the parser that you're going to start using CSS, which means custom style sheets. So say for the background color is blue, and you can go to w3schools.com to learn coding and all that stuff like that. That website is just the best for learning how to code, and you can learn a lot from w3schools.com. Okay, and we're going to say, I'm going to give this a div. This is just an example to just show you that what having the power of this web hosting service. You can even create your websites from scratch or start with WordPress. Let me see. Color white. So this is just something just very simple. This is very simple. I'm not taking you through an entire tutorial on coding. So let me see here. I'm gonna copy this. So I put it in my, just like I said, I put it in my index.html file, because if you don't do that, your index file, everything, your subdirectory will be exposed. Otherwise, it wouldn't show you the home page. This is the home page, the index.html file. So always create an index.html file. It starts with index.html. That is the standard. Okay, that is the home page. Then you can create other files like Jaguars rock.html. Then you can create files and add them to your front page or whatever page you create afterwards. But it starts with index.html. That is very important. Okay. All right. Let me see how it looks. Let me see .com. Put .com right here. Let's see how it looks. So you see right here, you see how it parses. It says hello world, and now it's the blue background. So this is showing you that it does work. You can create it once you have your website. This is jermaineplease.com, and I'm going to show you jermaineplease.com, which is hosted by bluehost.com. And as you can see right here, is looking at the index.html file. So it's ignoring the WordPress website. So whenever you're creating a WordPress website, you cannot, I guess you wouldn't want to create an index.html file, because one already exists, the index.php file. But I just overwritten it with the index.html file. So let me show you what I mean. As you can see, this is jermaineplease.com, and this is index.html. Let me show you really quick. If I remove that file, what would happen? Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and remove it, delete it. All right. Now let's see what happens now. Nothing found here. Nothing found for index. As you can see, this is my website right here. This is jermaineplease.com. It's very simple. It is under wordpress.com. It is just a very simple website. It's nothing too special about it. It is special to me because it is mine, but I just used a free theme. And just to let you know, you have over 54,000 plugins to use with your WordPress websites. Okay? That's just an upper, just to let you know. So let's get back to here. Let's get back to the front area. I just showed you how to upload a file, pretty much create a file on the fly on your from scratch your HTML files. Okay. So now let's see other. You can use Site Backup Pro. Let's see. You can use backup plugins for your WordPress website. Once you have a WordPress website, it is not necessary that you use this right here. You can use a free file from WordPress because you have several plugins that is specially for that. Okay. Let's see here. You have your access logs. If you have any errors, you have your access logs. You can log into your account and see if it's anything that's wrong, that's going wrong, that looks crazy going on. Let me see. You can register domain names. You can get a dedicated IP address, SSL, like, you know, the HTTPS, to show your customers that you are trustworthy. You can actually register a website on the fly with that. Let me see. You have what is the ones that I use? You have the promotional. You have $100 worth of Google AdWords. I haven't used mines yet. I just haven't used it. But I will use it sooner or later. Let's see here. You have your database tools. You can add if you're very knowledgeable about creating websites. You can learn how to use your PHP at MyAdmin. You can create databases and put information so it's user base. Whenever you have users and you want to submit information or whatever, and you want them to submit information, you have let me see here. You have there's just so much you can do here. Email manager, go to email manager, press email manager, and create several emails. You see right here where it says autoresponders. After you've created an email, you can create an autoresponder. So for instance, if you are out on vacation and you want to create a certain message, or even for a business, if you're working Facebook.com and you're telling people to like, subscribe, and like this message and comment below, and then you respond to that person telling them to put in this email to get a response or whatever. And the autoresponder, once they put in your email, set up an email, compose an email, and send you an email saying, well, yes, I want to be a part of this or whatever it may be, then guess what happens? An automatic message would be sent back to that person, telling them the information that they need, because you already have a pre-set up message, knowing what the person is going to be sending you an email about. So you can have a support email, you can have a contact email. If you have a support email, would be for if you need people to contact you if they're having issues at your website or whatever it may be. But you can create several emails. And I'll be showing you more about that. This is just a quick tutorial showing you what this service offers. Okay, so this is what it offers. You can create several emails, customized emails. Okay. So there's no longer no limit. There's no limit. Absolutely no limits when it comes to email creation. You know how you have your free email at your at gmail.com or Yahoo, and they limit you to one per mobile phone or something odd like that. Well, when you purchase a web hosting service like Bluehost, then there's no limit. There's no limit to how many emails you can create. But that is the conclusion for this tutorial on the best web hosting service in 2018. I suggest you go ahead and look on the bottom. Look on the bottom and click on the link below. Click on the link below. It says webhostingthrone.com. Click on that link below, right in the description box here, and go ahead and look on my website, the website that I'm hosting right now. Okay, and I also go ahead and subscribe like this post and subscribe. Go ahead and like it and subscribe to this channel. Like this post and subscribe to this channel. Thank you all for joining me, and remember to go ahead, after you like, subscribe, visit that link below that says webhostingthrone.com and see what we have for you. I mean, this is a great web hosting service. It is managed well, and the support team is great as well. I haven't had any issues, and the issues that I do have, they help me, and the help is tremendous. You have your contact right here, and you have your live chat. Okay, so thank you all for joining me. Like, subscribe, click the link in the description box, and I'll see you guys once you have signed up for this Bluehost package, the Plus package. And I also have more tutorials on how to start a blog and how to manage it well, and just advance in your web hosting managing skills. I mean, creating autoresponders, all those things. Okay, so thank you all for joining me. My name is Jermaine. Please, okay, and like, subscribe, and click on the link in the description box, and I'll see you guys once you have gotten ready. Okay, see you guys later.